Hey guys, it's Jeffrey from Faded and Blurred and on Taking Pictures. I've started a brand new project for 2013. I'm building myself a brand new website, new blog, new portfolio for not only my artwork but also my photography. And I'm building the whole thing with Squarespace. Now, if you've listened on Taking Pictures, you've heard Bill and I talk about how great Squarespace is, how it's flexible and customizable and it's easy to use and the templates are fantastic. And so I decided to take our own advice and rather than coding my new site by hand, which is something I've done for years, or using one of the existing blogging platforms out there that I've also done for years, I'm going to build the whole thing in Squarespace and see if it, as they say, really is everything I need to create an exceptional website. Now, I've spent some time in the back end and the admin just seeing how things work and how things are customizable, to what degree they're customizable. And I've come away so far very impressed. So I wanted to share a couple of the features that have made this an easy decision, and I think they're features that photographers, illustrators, visual artists are really going to appreciate if you decide to build your own website. All right, and the first thing, the templates, which are really, really nice. They're very clean. They're all responsive, so your content, your site's going to look great on a computer, a tablet, a phone, without the use of any plugins. It's all scalable all the way down. And they're flexible, they're customizable. For example, if we look at Aviator, now I can preview this with Squarespace's default content, but I can also scroll down and see how actual Squarespace customers have customized or personalized the template to fit their own needs. So it gives you an idea of how flexible each of the templates are, but it also gives you ideas on what to do for your own website. You can look at these things and go, oh gosh, yeah, I didn't think of doing that, or I don't quite like this, but if I change a little bit in the other direction, that might work for me. So it's kind of a cool way to see what you can do, extending the look and feel of the default templates. Let's see, what's another one that I liked? Wells, this is another one that I like. And again, you can start with the demo content, okay, and click through and see what the template looks like and how it works and look at the typography and that kind of thing. Or you can scroll down and see how customers have made this their own, okay? So again, really nice feature, gives you a great idea of what you can do when you start building your own site. And all of this, by and large, is editable visually. So you're not going to spend any time writing code. You're not going to learn, hex numbers for colors. It's all visual. And if you decide that you want to sign up, they'll give you a free 2-week trial. No credit card. All you do is click Start with this template on whatever template you happen to be on. Fill out the form: first name, last name, email, and a password, and that's it. There's no credit card. There's no PayPal. You just click Finish and Create Site, and that will begin your 2-week trial. And if you decide that you like Squarespace, they will be happy to convert that into a full account. There are 2 plans, $8 a month, $16 a month. They both come with free domain name. There's free customer support 24 hours, even for the trial. So as you're working through the trial, if you've got questions, even though you haven't paid them a dime yet, you can still call up and get a real answer, which is really cool. So let's jump over into the back end of my site and we'll talk about some of the features that I really like. As you can see, this is actually my site. I haven't done anything other than research so far. I've just looked around to make sure that it's going to be able to do what I want it to do. Haven't even given it a name, which I can do right now. And go ahead and save that. So if we preview this, I think this is the Wexley template. So here's a blog entry. It comes with demo content loaded in. It comes with 1 blog post and a couple of image galleries that you can play around with. So when you make changes to the site, you can see how those changes are going to be propagated throughout the different pages. Now, to edit this, in the past, I would have jumped into Coda or Espresso or something and been editing lines of code and lines of text in a style sheet editor. With Squarespace, it's all done visually. You just click on the little paintbrush there, and that brings you into the style editing mode. And here are the things that you can edit. Here are all the colors that the site uses, typography, layout options for spacing, sizing, padding, that kind of thing. And if you see something, or if you don't see something that you want to edit, you can also use your own custom CSS. Now they will warn you, hey, if you don't know what you're doing, you could break something. But if you're comfortable editing CSS, you can extend the customization even further than what they already offer. So, for example, if we wanted to change the color of the site title here, all I do is click on the color chip, and I get this color picker, and I can drag around. Again, visually, I'm not having to memorize these hex values or look them up. Everything is just done in real time, and I can see my changes immediately. All right, and I just click away, and there, I've set a new color. The same thing goes for fonts. If I wanted to change this font of the site title, click the drop down. You can see I'm using Varela Round. Click the drop down again, and now I've got access to all of the Google fonts, and I'm not having to use any sort of font family CSS. I'm not having to go import any of the fonts. It's all visual right here in the style editor. So if I want to change the font to, I don't know, something with a serif, maybe Custard, I just click and the change is made in real time, and that's it, done. If I want to change the actual layout of the page, I can do that with these sliders here, or you can see as I'm moving my mouse around, I'm getting these solid boxes and these little dotted lines. I can actually click and drag these dotted lines to change the spacing, to change the layout on the site. If I want to add some padding in between my thumbnail images, I can do that. If I want to change the size of the thumbnail images, I can just click and drag. And this is a fantastic feature. I've spent way too much time editing CSS, and this is actually a pleasure to use. You can do these things visually without having to go into an editor. And if you like the changes, just click Save. If you've made a mistake or you don't like the way it looks, you can click Reset, and that gets you back to the default settings for the template. You can also click on different items to get their properties or parameters that you can change. So I've just clicked on About, and that shows me here's the color, here's the active color, here's the hover color. So if I want to change the colors of the navigation, I can do that. If I want to change the typography of the navigation, right now it's using Arial. And again, I can go into my Google fonts, and gosh, I don't know, let's say we want to do Coda, okay? And the change is made in real time, and that's it. So very, very simple. This was one of the features that I was really excited about, coming from a background of coding and spending a lot of time in editors. So save that, and now I'm back into preview mode, and you can see the changes have been made. And we've got our little light box here for our gallery, which you can change that as well. You can change the size of the images, the layout of the images. If you want to change the way the blog is laid out, you can do that. And same way, click the pencil. Now we're in edit mode. And the way Squarespace handles content is in this idea of blocks. So for example, this is our sidebar for the blog. And if I wanted to add, I don't know, a search bar, I can click the add button. And now I've got all of these choices for different types of blocks. If I wanted to add an about text block, I can just click text and type in some text. Under structure, that's where you'll find the search bar, for example. Click save, and there, I'm done. If I click out of edit mode into preview mode, now I've got my search bar. So it really is very intuitive and very easy to use. One of the other things that I like is the integration with social media. If you've got sharing services that you use, you're not having to go out and look for a plugin that works with your particular version or whatever platform you happen to be on. Everything's built in. Right now, all of these services are enabled. If you, for example, only wanted to use Facebook, Twitter, and Google, you just turn the other services off. And now just those 3 buttons will appear in the sharing options in the blog posts. You can also connect your social media accounts to Squarespace. So if you want to write a blog post and then publish data to additional services, you can connect your accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr, and publish to those accounts. You can even do a Facebook page. So if you've got a business page or a fan page, you can publish to that as well. So lots of options for customizing your content and lots of options for getting your content out in front of as many eyes as possible. If you're an Amazon associate, under the General tab here, you can enter in your Amazon associate tag and actually look up and insert Amazon product data right in the blog editor. So for example, let's create a new blog post. We just did a post on this guy here, John Contino, who is a fantastic typographer, illustrator, designer, and I want to include this video. So I'm just going to copy the URL and add a new blog post. We'll give it a title, and we'll put some temporary text. All right, and again, click the plus, add a video block, very simple, and I'll just paste in that URL. Okay, and it's going to grab the title, it's going to grab the description. If you'd like to add a custom thumbnail, you can simply drag one from your desktop onto this little box here, and it'll add a custom thumbnail. Click save, and there's our video. So again, we're not having to go look for a plugin to display the video correctly. And if we wanted to add an Amazon item, let's say one of my favorite designers, David Carson. Okay, we can add one of his books, The End of Print. You've got options for showing title, author, price, and a buy button. If you don't show a buy button, just clicking on the cover will take your site visitors to Amazon. So I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff, but I will add a buy button and go ahead and click save. Now it comes in very large, but all you have to do is click and drag to change the size. All right, if that's still too large, just keep dragging it down. If that's still too large, drag it down even further. And then we'll click save. And let's preview this. So there's our video. Here is our product from Amazon. And again, your Amazon Associate ID number will be plugged in there, so you'll get credit for the sale. And here's our modified sharing with only the 3 that we have selected. So really, really great features so far. I'm excited to get this thing built and up. That's kind of what I'm really liking about Squarespace so far. If you'd like to set up an account, set up a trial, head over to squarespace.com, and they will be more than happy to set you up with a 2-week free trial. And until then, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.